What's up, homie? What's happening?
Man, up here just working on the short story series that's coming out called Survey Culture.
Survey culture.
Survey
I
Culture.
wouldn't even know where to begin. If that was the title of a book, I wouldn't know why. Why would I pick that up?
Because the logo's real dope. But
Perfect. That's why I choose
because
books.
the
Yeah.
logo is super dope. Survey Culture. Let me pull out a little bit of this. So survey culture, where feedback becomes direction,
Where
is
feedback becomes direction. Is
mhm.
that like learning how to take feedback or learning how to give feedback?
It's a company that does surveys and it gives the feedback, and the feedback drives the direction of the decisions for the people that it gets the feedback. So it's basically a survey company. But there are multiple departments,
Okay.
and they're all working on a project, a
Okay.
big project for the CEO. And they are working in silos, and they don't know what each other is working on during the same time that they're working on. I mean, it sounds like a regular corporation. So
Nobody talks to anybody else
I don't talk to anybody else until
except
it's
you're
the end of
doing
the
it on
project.
purpose.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm intentionally making you in a silo now.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then seeing how it relates. And so there's each season is another department's silo. And
Okay.
then at the end of the season, they all come together with the CEO and discuss their parts of the project. So each department manager is actually getting more information about what's going on in the project at this meeting. And then they go back, and then that department has something that they're working on. And so, but they're all intertwined at some point. And so building this out got 4 seasons, 8 episodes per season,
Okay.
and that's just season one.
32 episodes.
Yeah, yeah. One we're gonna drop one a week, and this it has its own website. So it has a Facebook page that we'll do a little preview snippet.
I
But
heard using Facebook was a dumb idea.
it is a dumb idea. But I'd already had this Facebook page created, so I'm gonna use
Yeah, okay. That's
it.
yeah, okay. My man
100%.
doesn't want to use Facebook. He wants to yeah, okay.
I honestly had came up with another idea for this book, and then I'm sitting there looking at a previous chat I had with AI where I was working out the what survey culture was. Survey culture was supposed to be this website where people wanted to go and take surveys, and it's just like open and
Okay.
unhinged. Like
Hmm.
it wasn't CNN's poll. It was just an open poll anyone can go to. And now I say this, people probably be like, "Oh my God, this sounds great. You should put that up, or they're gonna make it." And if you do, and I find out you did, I'm coming to sue you.
I'm
Um,
gonna come take a survey.
I'm gonna take a survey, and then if the comment on say I'm suing you,
I mean, I
but
think you're safe.
I really do. I don't think it's
Because I
gonna
don't
hurt.
wait. Who wakes up in the morning and be like, oh man, I just need a cup of coffee and a few surveys to get my day
That's it.
started.
That's it. I don't know. Maybe there's a whole audience out there that I have not tapped yet.
I hope
But
so.
apparently, even me and AI couldn't work it out to where it just became this great idea. So I just kind of put a pin in it, and I already had a website and I already had a Facebook page for
Yeah.
it. And so I was like, well, shit, there's that money gone. And so then I come up, with this book series, and I was going to title it um, Artemis Jones, which that really makes no sense when the series kind of goes through. But maybe he'll be a character in the series. And then I was just sitting there looking at the folder that I had for survey culture that was, dead basically. And I was like, oh, let's just go ahead and use this. We've already bought all the stuff. We got the website, we got the URL for it, the .com.
You over here
Why?
making a lasagna and you're like,
Yeah,
man, I don't know what to put in it. Well, let's think about what I have. I've already got Doritos. I've already got some Twinkies. May as well use these in my lasagna because I already bought it. That makes
let's
sense.
do it. Yeah, yeah. It's delicious. That's
You just
if
throwing
you've
shit
ever
together over there.
if you've ever watched TikTok, that's how you get the most videos.
I think so.
I'm gonna put all this liquor in a bathtub that I washed my butt in, and then stir it up, and now throw a bunch of gummy worms in it, and it's delicious. 5 million views.
Me flavored punch, 10 cents.
This is the worst party ever. Not drinking
For you.
bathtub punch. Yeah,
I'm gonna have a great time. Gummy worm hanging out my mouth.
it's greatness. But yeah, that's all I'm doing. Just just getting some things out, getting some writing things out, and seeing what sticks. Gotta have thousands of books on the shelves at some point. Right now, I have 0, but working my way up. Can't go backwards. Can't have negative books on the shelf.
I love it. I've got 3 books that I'm working on now. I've got the 2 out. At some point, we're gonna have a book conversation. But I've got 3 that I'm working on now. And some days I'm cruising and I want to work on all of them, and some days none. I'm like, nope, pass.
Yeah, I think I had a weekend this weekend where usually I'm like locked in. Like I would have probably hammered out 2 seasons this week. But I just took a weekend, and I'll be honest with you, I had fun.
Good.
But I kind of wish I would have done some more work on this series.
Sure. No, I feel that. I feel that you in the moment you make a decision and then you look back and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have made that decision. Well, what are you doing right now? Well, I'm complaining about the decision I made before.
Yeah. What are
you doing right now? I'm like, oh, I got to prepare for Super Bowl.
Yeah. What else do you say? You can't complain about the work you didn't do. So
yeah.
It's tough though. Oh, but you look back at the time, you're like, man, I could be like so far ahead. But it's also pacing, and sometimes you can do too many things at once and inundate people with too much stuff. So sometimes, with what I'm learning is sometimes you just got to get ahead and just have stuff sitting in the cupboard waiting to pop out, and just have a plan to get it out. Though that's the real thing.
We do that on the Omie Learns, and I love it. We got things in the bank. We've got a few episodes there. So every once in a while, for whoever does view this, recognize it, like they're wearing the same thing. I'm like, yeah, man, we're building up that bank so we can put stuff out. So
hey, man, look, until I get that Polo Ralph Lauren sponsorship, or
it's Soft Kitty
sponsorship.
Baby.
It's Soft Kitty Baby. Look, you might not. Look, if you have a clothing line or you have some T-shirts or something that you would want worn on the air, and they do not have foul or disgusting sayings or any political motivation to them, reach out to me. I'll send you an address. Send me the gear. Especially if you got like a chinchilla fur coat that you just want me to wear and do it with a hoodie on it, I'll do it.
Shout out to PETA. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll comment back, and we'll hook Omie D up. You can wear wherever you want. I just want different colored hoodies.
What about a deer skin hoodie? Whitetail from Texas. Look, I'm telling you. It's me.
Can I get that whitetail right here, like Star Trek? And I'll go.
Yeah. We got to work on those. That would be great. That's why it's 2026. We don't have flying cars or these things. So I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in science right now. They really let me down. Or technology. You really let me down with the iPhone. iPhone, this is all you got for me. Like,
man, science was on a roll for a while, and then I was watching a controversial documentary. I didn't think it was, but how the church kept people from learning more and accelerating. So like, oh, y'all can't read. We can't do this. And so, all right. So science, humanity going to come to a roaring stop because somebody's got to be in charge.
Oh, man. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I can probably work on that and add that to my list if someone needs to be in charge of that. That's what leadership is about. Recognizing a point that someone needs to be in charge and stepping up and saying, hey, I will lead the people.
responsibilities and accountability. Like you don't have responsibilities unless we had assigned jobs and transactions. And it's like, okay, let's make sure that we know who's responsible for what. And when somebody fails, who's going to hold them accountable? That's just leadership, and leadership needs to be accountable for accountability. That's wild.
Let's not talk about the big A word here. Okay, we're talking about leadership. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That leadership is accountability in a lot of senses, but it's fine. It's fine. That's why I like playing The Sims, because I am not really held accountable for anything, or Sim City, excuse me, because I'm not held accountable for what happens in that city if it goes bankrupt. So,
nope, not my fault.
Not my fault. Look, y'all shouldn't have built that bridge that goes to nowhere. Not my fault.
You knew better.
You gave me the money. I told you not to do that. Silly Sims. But look, what do you got for me today? What are we going to learn? My bad.
Ooh, you want to learn something real quick?
I give me some kind of fact. Hit me with something. I was like, I just realized that I was like drifting off about The Sims for about Sim City. I really got to look that up on Steam.
Hitting them with facts. All right. So have you ever noticed that the buttons on your shirt, men's shirt, are on the opposite sides as the buttons on a woman's shirt?
I have a story for this, but yes, I have noticed this. It's a very embarrassing story. It's funny, but I'll let you finish before I tell my story.
You want me to finish before you tell your story?
Yeah, what facts do you have about my?
Why are the buttons on the opposite side?
No, it was not why the buttons were on the opposite side, but it's why did I have a shirt on where the buttons were on the opposite side?
Oh, you instantly know you're wearing a. That's when you put on a man's shirt.
Well, see. For this reason, my mom had bought me a flannel shirt.
Okay.
And trusting my mother in the way that I do, and this shirt came from Old Navy, I was like, Old Navy does whatever they want. Like, who knows what they might put buttons on, the back of something or whatever. So I was like, all right. So I put the flannel on, right? And I'm like, it's weird. Like, it stops in a weird angle. It's all like shaped weird stuff. Like, why is there so much room in my chest? This is weird. And so I'm at work. And then they're talking about, it's a nice flannel shirt. I'm like, yeah, it's weird though, because the buttons are on the left side. And the lady's like, oh my God, that's a woman's shirt. And then it dawned on me like, oh crap, the buttons are on the left side. And I was like, no, if you look at the tag, it says the boyfriend shirt. And then it dawned on me. I was like, no, it's not that I'm the boyfriend. It's she's wearing the boyfriend shirt because the buttons are on the left side. So, yeah, that was embarrassing at work, and I had to wear a blouse for the rest of the day.
Like many historical facts, it comes down to being right-handed, and that being right-handed is dominant. And so men, back in the day, dressed themselves, and the ladies had somebody dress them. So somebody, yep. So for the person doing the buttoning, it's always been a right-handed button, and for the ladies, that was. And then you think, well, what about the poor people? I'm like, they didn't have shirts to button.
They just put them over the top.
Yeah.
I'd like some more, please. So now women have to like button their shirts up opposite because, or does that mean that we have to get our women someone to? Are we supposed to dress our women?
We need to.
Sweetie, let me button your shirt up. It's a lot easier.
Let me not say the things. We need to bring house guests back.
It's like, hey, yes, I live. Look, at some point, I would love to be rich enough to have like a Mr. Belvedere,
sure.
Or like or a Benson.
Butlers. We need to bring butlers back.
Butlers. Yeah, I need a butler. Like, Bob Euchre in here, have Mr. Belvedere. And yes, that's what I need. It would sleep in the basement room that we created and wakes up but he'd have to be a driver too. Because he'd have to drive me and pick me up. Yeah. Chauffeur. Like Mr. I'd have to, and then hopefully his name was Mr. Belvedere. And if he was, then we would drink vodka.
Belvedere now.
Yeah, you can change your name to Belvedere. And we drink vodka every day at the end of the show. Oh man, that's a great one.